spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Right on the money.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's got him this time. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
Man, this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pope. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to...
Wasting no time taking a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Got it, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Penny. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. He'll work his way down to the 28.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Dropping back, it's Penny. Got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Penny. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving. Breaks into the open. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got it in the middle, it's Pope. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pinned back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Madden. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
I'll I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Rebels are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. He gets a hand on it.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to pass. It's Penny. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006?
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Cooper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Penny. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Finds his big tight end. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Aggies are flying down the field. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Short throw to the sideline. Picks up just a little. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. 8th play of the drive coming up. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Penny. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. To the ground, he's got it again. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And, boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Penny. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete to the right. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Aggie! Fitted in the window for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 2 teams in the nation squaring off right now. Gentlemen, here is the very latest. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 6 over Boise State. We'll circle back if anything else happens in this clash between the top 2 teams in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Open space at the 25. Turning it on.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sweet grab, but they're going to end up taking a loss on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Looking to throw, it's Penny. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Give to the running back. He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Powers through. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen,
there he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Back to throw, it's Penny. Snags it inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. After this, it'll be a wrap. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good